So let's now go to Marble and have a closer look. Here we see the New Testament opened. It's quite easy to switch back and forth between Old and New Testament here in the upper right corner. And in the central column we have the double text Greek and English, here Matthew 1. When I hover on a word like book here, it changes color and I can easily see which word corresponds with which word in the other column. Book, if I click on it, I open the dictionary entry, the presumed sense of the word book in this, or the word biblos, I should say, in this context. Obviously we're in the domain of communication, of written language, so that makes sense. We're dealing with a written statement of some sort, biblos. Notice that the entry also gives me grammatical information. It explains the form of the particular word to be. It's a noun in the nominative, feminine, singular. Now, it will take some effort to get to know the abbreviations, but if you're interested, the information is there. It also requires some understanding of grammar, especially when it comes to the verb, to understand the terminology, some understanding of how Greek or Hebrew verbs function in order to use this. But if you've put in that effort, or if you're familiar with this, then the information is there. Here, for instance, a Greek verb in the domain of birth and procreation. It gives us the information, the grammatical information on this particular verb in this location. So helpful if you know enough to make sense of this. It definitely gives you a word meaning for the term you're looking at. Now, here we are obviously in the sphere, in the semantic domain of kinship relations. So let's look at this term son, a very basic one, a common one. Jesus is the son of David. It's a kinship term. Here we have the semantic domain, kinship relations involving successive generations. It's an extended meaning of son. Because of course, in the most literal sense, Jesus is not the son of David. There are many generations in between. In English, we would be more likely to say the descendant of David, not the son of David. But you can, in Greek and also in Hebrew, you can put it like this. The word son can have this more extended meaning. So we get information on the word and its meaning. Now, we really want to know it. We could go to the dictionary, the actual dictionary entry for the word, to look at all the possible meanings of the Greek word. There's quite a few of them. Here they are listed. You can see it's quite an entry, because this basic kinship term, which originally, or in its most basic form, has to do with parents and children, father and mother, and the son, the male descendants of these two. That's the first meaning listed here, kinship terms, an immediate male offspring. But we've already seen there's other ones here, 1030, successive generations, an extended meaning. But there's also very different meanings. It can be used as a term of affection, obviously, which is the second one listed here. Where someone is addressed as son. We can even do this in English. Someone is addressed as son, hey son, who's not a relative at all. It's a term of endearment in that case. And so there are quite a few different uses of this word here with examples, combinations, possibilities. It's all listed, the potential meanings of the word son in Greek. And when studying a particular context, the interpreter needs to decide which of these is the actual sense of the term. Now, this looks quite daunting. I wouldn't start here with the actual dictionary entry, but I did want to show it so you know it's there. In most cases, for quick reference, this will be enough. Just click on the word. But talking about kinship terms like this and the word son, there is an Old Testament phrase that comes to mind. I would like to go there and see what the dictionary does with it. The Old Testament phrase, sons of the prophets. What does that mean? Obviously, or in all likelihood, they're not direct biological descendants of the prophets. It's not their children that we're talking about. So what does it mean? Here we have it, 2 Kings 6. Now the sons of the prophets said to Elijah, who are they? Now in here too, if we click on the word, we get the dictionary entry. We are in the domain of relatives and people. In this case, the word can be used for a member of a larger group of people that are in some way related. Here, not related by family, but by, well, calling. I wouldn't say profession, but calling, share a certain calling. Sons of the prophets, they're a member of this group or community of the prophets. In all likelihood, that's what it means. Not a school of the prophets, but a community of prophets. Here too, we can jump to the dictionary to get all the possible meanings. The Hebrew dictionary, semantic dictionary on this website gives all sorts of contextual meanings that we can hide or show. There are also further grammatical meanings that we can call up. So there's a lot more information if you want it. Notice that this too looks rather daunting if you're just beginning, so probably not the place to start, but it lists all these different uses of the term son that go far beyond the immediate family relationship of parents and children, but are in some way, often, not always, but often are in some way derived from it. So that's a quick look, a quick demo of Marble. I think it's a wonderful tool. If you want to dig a little bit deeper, want to know more exactly what's actually being said in the original language version. Have a look at it, try it out, play with it, and see if it becomes a helpful tool that you'll resort to more often. That's it for now.
Show me 30 just a few moments. Thank you for your patience.